All right, I think it was time to turn her because we needed her facing the other way. We had her facing the other way for a while, and I wanted this other side to get sun. So previously, this side was over here facing me. So now I just moved it. Looking at it here, and I seen some browning there. So what I want to just do is like stick my finger in here. I don't know. I can't tell right there. Let me see. Yeah, she's thirsty. So that browning usually is due to underwatering. And so I stuck my finger all the way in there and it's completely dry. So I would say that it's thirsty. The browning is probably due to thirstiness, to dryness. So I'm going to go ahead and water her finally for the first time of having her. All right, here we go. I'm afraid I don't want to overwater this thing. So what I'm going to do is, you see I started misting before I, recorded. But then I was like, wait, see that brownie? I want the water to come all the way to the bottom. That's how I'll know that it's enough. So I'm just going to monitor it while I'm pouring. And if it hasn't come to the bottom, that means that it's probably very thirsty. Like I hear it moving. Yeah, it still hasn't reached. So ideally, oh, there we go. You see that water there? So I really don't want to put any more water. I think that's and I literally was not a lot of water that I put in there. But I don't really need it to get to that point, to the point of me seeing some browning on the edge for me to feel like I can finally water them. So I think I need to definitely be more aware and pay more of attention to the plant in a different way. I probably should have stuck my finger in there. See that curling right there? I don't think this plant was curling this much before. Curling also is like a sign. It's like, yeah, I'm dying here. Hey, I'm thirsty. So hopefully I helped the plant by doing that. But yeah, let's go ahead and just mist her like usual. Like I said, we're trying to keep this thing alive here, honey. I want to keep you alive so bad. And I want you to grow tall and be prosperous, not to grow and shrink. I need to see you separate from your mother, so that I know that you are successful. I want you to go on to have a good life. I do not want you to die. All right, so I decided to move it over a little bit. It was sitting right here where you see that vacancy. Please don't mind that. I don't know what to do with that. I just haven't addressed it yet. So it's just always in the clips like that or whatever. Anyway, so I decided to move her over because this morning I just happened to be laying down and one day I just looked over and the sun was hitting the bamboo. And it never really hits, even when the sun first comes out, it never really hits this plant. So I decided to move it over. And I just couldn't figure out where the sun ever was because I always see it on the wall, but I don't ever see it, hit the plants, either one of them. But this morning I saw it hit the bamboo. So I decided to move this over a little bit so that it can get some more sun. Now, this plant is very dramatic. What I'm learning is that every little thing that you do is going to curl up. Any little change, you see that thing has done that. So I had turned this over to the other side to let this side get the sun previously. And also I even watered this plant. I went ahead and watered it. I think I told you about that when it was seeping through the bottom or whatever. But I haven't misted it. But this is the explanation of why this is curling up, because every little change I do, that's what happens. So right here, this bottom one looks to be yellowing. I don't like that. I do not like that. You see that yellow coming through right there? I don't like that. We'll see what happens. And even if it falls off, it's only the bottom one. So you know, and I don't want to lose too many leaves, but if I have to, I'd rather it be the bottom. So that's it for right now. Those are the updates, the changes, and we'll see. We will see how this plant does over here in its new spot. It'll probably curl up some more because, like, ooh, a change. I do need to hurry. What might be happening with the yellowing, though, is that one is, it's not getting any sunlight at the bottom. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I do need to get a stand to let it get higher. I was thinking about doing that. You know, if I get a stand so it can be higher, it'll definitely have more of the daylight. You know, it's still getting this sunlight, even though the sun is not directly beaming. But down here, it's not really getting anything, much of anything. The sunlight is coming through, of course, but as far as I wanted to get as much direct sunlight without having to have it outside, because that's too much sun out there. It'll definitely burn because I don't be going out there every day. I'm trying to see how long I can have this plant. So, all right. So this is the day after I have moved her into her new spot. I guess so far so good. I don't really see anything too wrong. But anyway, here's the misting. Now it's like 3 in the afternoon right now, a little bit after 3 p.m. I'm just getting out of bed, which is why I'm just getting around to watering. However, I also wanted to give time for the heat to build up, because I like to sleep with the AC on. So I was trying to get time for this to be a productive spraying misting, so it could really feel like, you know, humidity. And then I noticed that I'm still seeing some webs there. That means the spider mites are still here. We also see the mushroom there. That means that I have watered more than enough. I'm spraying more of this Captain Jack. What is that? Who's that fly? You saw that fly? Or whatever that was? So I'm just spraying right directly at the where I'm seeing these like webs and whatnot. I really am trying to like not, you know, repot her, because that'll definitely put her in shock. But where these spider mites coming from? I just know that Garden Safe would have got the job done. Sorry, Captain Jack. Either I'm doing something wrong or you doing something wrong, but something ain't right. Well, we're going to try this again. But anyway, as long as the plant is still alive and still here, I am good. We are good.